Living on the water requires ebbing and flowing with nature, and sometimes that can look something like this, and sometimes it can look a little more like this. For better or for worse, it rained pretty much non-stop this past week. We've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with rain. On one hand, it can provide the most cozy and relaxing ambiance there is, and on the other, it can just be downright inconvenient. But let's start with the relaxing vibes. Which reminds me, a big thanks to our friends at John Lennon's Sheet Company for sponsoring this episode, as well as many a cozy morning this week. Good morning. Coffee. Who's your sweet bear?
Maybe I could go and get our gas bottle filled today.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give me the rest of the coffee?
Yeah.
Why don't we get drunk?
Good morning. It's chilly morning, about 15 degrees. Got some nice building on the boat.
Hot cream cheese on a ukulele. It proceeded to rain for the rest of the day, which I forgot to mention was July 4th. Brandon and I both work in the tourism industry, so naturally we both worked on the 4th anyways, which made us feel a little bit better about the rain. Not like we'd be out having fun on the lake anyways. But we were hoping that the rain would let up in time for fireworks that evening. They shoot them off a couple miles away at the resort, but we can usually still see them from the lake if we boat over to the dam. Unlike many lakes where being near the dam is dangerous, you can boat right up to the dam here. Brandon even ties up to it sometimes to fish. Fontana Dam is actually fascinating in a number of ways. At 480 feet tall, it's not only the tallest dam in the eastern U.S., but it's also an engineering marvel. This massive structure was constructed in just 2 years, a historical feat of construction that most estimates say would take at least 10 years nowadays. Construction was ordered by FDR to start in 1942 in order to provide a huge amount of electric power to rapidly produce metal for fighter planes in order to win World War II. Over 5,000 men worked on the dam 24 hours a day, every single day, with no holidays until its completion in 1944. And sure enough, it was one of the key factors that wound up helping the Allies win the war. Anyways, I figured a little American history on the 4th of July was in order. But today, we just know it as the place to be to see some fireworks.
Just getting back from work and it's dumping.
For me, it's whatever. I mean, I don't care to get wet as long as I'm going home because I'll just, you know, dry off and change clothes. But I have groceries. And I forgot to bring my reusable bags, so I got the paper bags. So, screw it. Let's go. The dinghy is full of water. It's the best I got for the groceries. When there's this much water in the boat, it's just such a pain to bail out. It's better just to pull the drain plug. And you can actually do that while you're in the water as long as you're moving fast enough. Everybody's looking at me like, oh, that poor girl. And I'm like, I chose this. I chose this life. Almost made it. So close. Aiko, come inside. Come on. Come on. She loves it. Come on, come inside. Dang, we lost the gas can. Go get it whenever this is all done. Look at that, it is pouring in the national park. I bet that's headed our way.
I can't believe it. He said, I did finally ask him.
While some folks love the rain and others aren't fans, one thing that is objectively true about it is that it doesn't exactly provide optimal conditions for a solar-powered house. We lost count of the days, but suffice it to say, we had at least a week of pretty steady rain. At our old house, no questions asked. On a week like this, we would have to supplement the solar a few times with our gas generator. But here, we've got a fancy new system that's been making weeks like this pretty doable.
Our old house, we did lead acid batteries and 400 watts of solar. Whenever we didn't have sun for days, when we'd try to charge, we'd have to charge with a generator for 8 hours just to bring those lead acids up. So we went with a different route on this house. We went with a company that has lithium iron phosphate, but it's all built in together where the battery, the solar charger, and the inverter's 1 unit and it's on wheels, so we can take it with us and whatever. But it's got 3,600 watt hours, and we hook it to two 270 watt solar panels. And those 270 watt panels only had 24 volts, so we run them in series so we could jump the voltage up to 48 volts. And it keeps the house charged good, so if we don't get any sunshine for 2 or 3 days, you can charge it in an hour and 10 minutes, and you're right back to having 2 or 3 days of juice. So super nice. While we're not at the house, we can actually pull up an app and see the power, see how much sunshine's coming in. It's pretty cool. So right now we're 60 watts, which is running our Starlink, and we're not putting anything in because we're in the shade. So we got 66% battery with our refrigerator running all day. And right now at 60 watts, we could run for 22 hours. We were cloudy for half this day, and we didn't get it the 100% we normally do.
And if we didn't ever put the fridge on electric, we could probably run with no generator charge up for like a week without sun.
Oh yeah,
it's really just the fridge, and we're trying to save gas.
Yeah, which we've got the fridge on like 2-3 month cycle, needing 100 pounds of gas. In our old house is every month we need 100 pounds of gas to cook, make hot water, and do refrigeration. So it's much more efficient. I probably would never go back. I really don't think I would.
We finally got a little bit of sun today, and I'm pretty psyched. I got a lot of laundry to catch up on with the rental and our stuff, because we've been spending so much time like lounging around in bed with the rain. We've gotten a lot of coffee on the sheets, so we've had these for 2 or 3 weeks now, something like that, and I absolutely love them. This stuff, this linen perfume, I've been trying to get Brandon to wear it on his body as like regular perfume, because it is, or I guess cologne, because it is downright sexy. Don't know how else to say it. We are really happy to share them with you guys because they are another Smoky Mountain small business, and they do a lot of donations to charity. Actually, every time that you purchase something from them, you get to pick which charity some of your money goes towards. So that's really cool. And you know, everybody's got to have sheets, so might as well, you know, buy them from a company that does good things in the world, right? This is really embarrassing, but I think you guys will get a kick out of it. I don't know how this happened, but you know, remember when Brandon accidentally buried the outlet that was back there? You guys remember that if you watched our build series? I can't imagine that we forgot to put an outlet over there, but there's no outlet back there. I don't know. And so we've had to run this extension cord. We'll get like a shorter one so this looks way less like it does. Because it's not even close to reaching for our washer dryer. I don't know how that happened. If one of y'all found yourselves with absolutely nothing better to do one day and had the urge to go back through our old videos of the build series and take a look at whether or not there is an outlet back there, I don't even know if you could see, but I would be eternally grateful. I'm so curious. I just don't have the willpower to go back and look through all that footage. Look what all the wind recently brought in. The rain was nice for a minute, but I'm not gonna lie, we're excited to catch up on some much needed vitamin D. So wishing y'all a wonderful week.